Hello everyone, this is Rajesh. I'm a Qlik trainer from Uplatz. I have 9+ years experience in Qlik. Today we are going to cover Qlik Sense overview and Qlik Sense components. Coming to the overview, this is found in 1993 and named as a Qlik. After that it renamed as a Qlik View in 1996. Qlik View is the initial version. It works only Windows platform. Okay, why should we learn Qlik? It has a unique feature, that is a associative analytics engine, self-service capabilities, in-memory engine. In coming sessions we are going to discuss these topics. In-memory engine is common for all the BI tools, but what is the difference between Qlik Sense and other BI tools? Qlik Sense will deals like a sufficient manner. That means if you open the Power BI, huge volume data, you can observe a lag. But in the Qlik Sense it doesn't depends on like it deals in insufficient manner. But why should we learn Qlik? Qlik is a basic, like in ETL part and front end part, both you can able to manage with the Qlik Sense. But in other tools, most of the BI tools used only for the reporting purpose or visualization purpose. If you see the Qlik Sense versions, initially they released a Qlik View, after Qlik Sense, now Qlik Sense as Qlik Sense. Qlik View is only like a developer developed it in the desktop and published in the cloud, and after that user can access through the browsers through the QMC portal. After that Qlik Sense we can develop it in the anywhere, that means in any browser, in any platform, we can publish it in the cloud, and that is a QMC again interface. User can access through the browsers. Coming to the current version, Qlik Sense SaaS, and this is a kind of a cloud version. This will supports third-party tools. For example, you can't run third-party tools through the Qlik Sense, but Qlik Sense SaaS version you can able to run third-party versions. The current competitors are Power BI and Tableau. Power BI we can manage ETL part partially and reporting purpose, but the Tableau it's purely reporting purpose only. Okay, before going into the BI tools, you should learn a few basic topics. What is the databases, what is the visualization, a few words, kind of filters, dimensions, measures, these kind of basic stuff you need to learn before deep dive into the BI tool. Okay, here if you see, I took a great example from Head First SQL book. In this, right, if you see, this is the dump, data dump. For example, in earlier days, if anyone come to the shop, like if anything purchased in the shop, they write it in the slips or they write it in the books, and they dump, right? But in that, if you want to search a specific person, it's very difficult and it's a kind of a time taking process. If you see this first picture to second picture, here some kind of headers they give. By seeing headers, for example, someone purchased something, customer A. Customer A has a header, customer A, and below his details. Then that could be easily identified, right? And that is called a kind of a these complete process we can call it as a ETL tool. ETL thing. If you see here to here, it reduces some day, time, right? Some day time, and we can easily find out buyer's name and all. Okay, this is a traditional way. This is the when we like in earlier days, columns, rows, this concept. If you see this first picture, right, subcategory sales. Subcategory nothing but a item name based on the item name, for example phone, paper, binders. In the second picture we can add a category, and that means if you filter out the category, it automatically filter out the specific items. For example furniture, it every chair and all automatically will come, right? That means it could like save some time if we do any if we try to find any specific data. Coming to the third picture, here we are now everything is similar. In third picture as a some color coding, that means we easily identify what are the columns and what are the that means what are the headers and what are the rows. If you see in the third picture, here sheet 3 and sales data, by giving the name for a specific sheet, right, that you can automatically directly enter into a specific category or specific you want to maintain a separate data. You automatically you can directly we can able to access, right? That is the difference of dump into relational databases. Okay, why we require databases? Databases used to like we it holds a large volume data in a structured manner. Here you can like we can take a pause. Here you should learn a few topics like what are the dimensionalities, what are the fact tables. You should like note it down, and you should like do some Google search and know about these things. What are the dimensionalities, what are the function of fact tables, what is the primary key, foreign key, how to relate primary key to foreign key, foreign key to primary key. These things you need to learn before going to into the BI tools. And before that you first you need to learn a basic Excel concept that could be useful for the developing front end, like a front end coding. It's required, and databases concept it's required for the back end scripting. Use of the databases, it's scalability and flexibility and data integrity and security, and it holds a large volume data. Whenever we require, we pull all those data and we will create a dashboards, and based on the dashboard we create based on dashboard we do analysis, and we will ultimate goal is actionable items, right? Decision making will be easy and faster. If you compare the direct databases, it's bit easy. Same thing, data and visualization, combining data and visualization, where visualization required data, and data nothing but a fuel for the visualization. Here in the charts, graphs and patterns, based on these components, we can able to create a visualization in that manner that will give the proper output. Why visualization matters? It's a first thing is ultimate goal is decision making. For example, if I give example, right, in CEO level designations, they get us very few time to see the dashboard. When they see the dashboard, then they look into the high level KPIs, that means key performance indicators, that I will discuss that in depth in further sessions. In CEO level, they use to spend only 2 to 3 minutes. They get to know the business. They can and they will directly take actionable items, right? And they can decision making is fast. See here, I'm showing some examples of charts and patterns. Here, if you see line chart, historical data, we took a historical data. That's why we decided to show it in the line chart. That makes some sense, right? Otherwise, if you want to show historical data with pie chart, that completely difficult and useless. Here, if you have a question, how to pick the right charts for the right presentation. If you know about the what are the dimensions, what are the fact tables, means that is the numbers, you automatically get to know which manner we want to show. If you see in this is second picture, and this is a pie chart, sales share per category, that saying everything. That means category wise share showing with a color coding, right? You by saying this, you directly tell like women's wear is a high volume, like they are selling high in the women's wear. Then they try to take some decisions here to promote more in for next, right, sportswear, and next is a men's footwear. This way they try to push those categories in high. Then they will get they will try to equalize all the category share. That is the main ultimate goal here. Similar way, whatever we take a line chart and whatever we take a bar chart, we can able to show the historical data. In bar chart, we can try to show the by category or by country wise sales. This I will discuss in very detail in coming sessions. Okay, in real time, most of the life science domains, pharma and e-commerce, these are the they maintain a huge large volume data. In large volume data, they require databases. Their databases not sufficient to analyze the data. Then they require a visualization. In visualization part, we use these kind of BI tools such as QlikSense, Power BI, Tableau. Okay, we can see the QlikSense components. QlikSense components means we can try to access QlikSense SaaS version, that is like a 30 days free trial version, by using your personal email ID. Yeah, go to the QlikSense qlik.com. It will gives you a free trial version, free 30 days trial version. In business email, you can give your personal email ID, and you will get the access link. Once you get that link, it will redirect to this page. Here you simply write your personal email ID and password. This will take you to the SaaS version, Qlik SaaS version. But don't confuse with the QlikSense SaaS versions, QlikView, QlikSense, these kind of words, because everything is same for us developers. Nothing will change. There is no code change, no scripting change, no front end change. Everything is similar. Only the interface is different, and back end some process, right? Server located in somewhere or local. These kind of concepts will be differ from QlikSense and QlikSense SaaS. But coding and developing part, that doesn't change in any manner. Only the difference is QlikView doesn't have a self-service, but QlikSense has a self-service. Means user also can able to create their own visualizations. For example, if I'm a developer, I built everything and I published that empty applications, and I give it to the users. He can able to create sheets, visualizations. If we can arrange any master items, they can easily interact with those components, and they can able to in kind of ad hoc report, they can able to build it. Yeah, once come into this page, you can see here Qlik training. I already created one app. Yeah, this is the overview page. If you go to the data load editor, we are currently in the overview, and we can able to redirect through this drop down button in anywhere. Data load editor, sheets, if you create anything, sheets, here also you can able to access it. Here this is the parameters, initial parameters will stored in the main. After that you can able to create a number of tabs for the tables. You can adjust whatever you want, you can able to play here. This is I already loaded store sample store data. If you search in Google sample sales data Excel, that will redirect into Tableau official page. There you can able to download that sample data. We can call it as a flat files. Once you open this folder flat files, this will give you the drop a file, right? Here you can directly drag and drop your Excel file, automatically will load here. If you select this Excel file, right, it will show you the tabs which in the Excel file. In Excel file we have a sheet name orders, returns, people. Orders is the transactional data, and people is the dimensional data and returns data. In that way you need to identify the what is the dimensions and what are the fact tables, and how to give a table name, sales and colon. That's it. It will automatically take a table name. Similar way returns geo. Then once you done this, just load the data. Here don't bother about the coding and all, that's I will in coming session I will cover those things in scripting part and front end part and visualization. Everything I will cover it in the coming sessions. This is basic overview. Just try to observe the components which are in the tool. Okay, I refresh data, and where you how to see the table names, and how do you know a relation between a table to table. Here we have a data model viewer, sheet, data load editor, data model viewer. These three components are important to develop any application. Sheet will nothing but a front end development. Data load editor is a whatever we have right in the screen. This is the back end scripting part. And data model viewer, once you load a data, it will show in this tabular manner. If you see here, we loaded 3 tables, right? One is sales, returns, geo. Sales, return, geo. If you remember, initially I discussed, right, this thing. Associative analytics engine. This is whatever you are seeing these lines, right? This is the it's a simple, in simple words, these are the associative. That means region. In fact table, if you see the region, right, and that will take it as a primary key. And if we have in geo we have a region, it automatically connects with a region, but it's a case sensitive, it should be in the same naming with 2 tables. For example, if you give small r here and if you give a capital R here, it doesn't connect. It doesn't know what is the region and all. If you give a same name, that engine directly identify what is the primary key, and it directly connect with the fact tables and other tables. That is the connection, right? This associative connection you can only see it in the QlikSense, not in other tools. This is the main advantage for the tool, and no one replicate this thing in the any other BI tools. It has a few drawbacks. In coming session I will discuss those things, but majority we have a if you have a number of tables, if you dump here and directly drag and drop and refresh, entire structure it will create. Means whatever the data model, everything it will create. It automatically associate with those relational tables, and it will for example, if you see a region, right, for example, if I region, in any region, if I select any value, it automatically pull out those specific person data. That is the beauty of this associative architecture. A similar way return. returned items. If I select any returned item, return item ID, it automatically sales and everything it will pull out. But this kind of structure in Power BI or any other tools, you only need to define those things. Otherwise it won't direct. And in many BI tools has a menu, one to one, many to many concept, that is, and that has a very like fewer advantages and higher disadvantages. But in the QlikSense we have because of this associative architecture, it has a in development time you will get to know the huge advantages in this part, and this is the main beauty in the QlikSense. Hope you understood what is the data load editor. Nothing but whatever we want to create a script and wherever table loading, right? And here, for example, if you see, this is what we pull data, create new connection, right? We just pulled only flat files, whatever the Excel files, text, web files, we call it as a flat files. In these much database you can directly connect through the QlikSense. Whatever you want, you can connect through the QlikSense. Which you are seeing in the listing. Okay, here we have one component, that is a preview sample data, right? The region, person, this will give you the preview data, and similar way fact table. And this hardly gives 1000 rows, that's it, 100 or 1000 rows only, nothing much. Yeah, this is the kind of a sample data. You get to know what is the keys, one key found, one key, and 296 rows table has this kind of by seeing data model view, you can get to know the what should you pick by creating visualization. That is the purpose of data model view. And here we have a synthetic keys, circular loops. That means that is a bad data model. If you don't have a synthetic keys and circular loop, that is a good data model. And if we have a data model concept, those are the like a star schema, snowflake schema, that I will discuss in later. Yeah, we'll go to this sheet. Yeah, in this sheet, here you can create a number of sheets, and you can create a whatever you want. You can give a name for those sheets. That is one thing. And here I will try to explain few components in the sheets which you want to create for visualizations. So here these sheets you can able to manage, create, manage, delete. Okay, and bookmarks component I will explain in later, because that you require some basic information for that. And fields are the direct fields. You can drag and drop it, automatically give filter pane. or it will create auto visualizations. It chart suggestions, it will create values and all. But it not required for the specific development or specific creating any project. You doesn't require these thing fields. It just for checking purpose only for us. But in the end user, if they want to drag and drop, it automatically create a by using the chart suggestions. This is the main component, and master item I will discuss, like I will give a clear picture on the master item, because that is a very huge topic, and you can understand when I cover in basic in what is the dimension, measure, visualization. These, if I cover that, you can get to know, otherwise it will create a confusion for you. This is the main thing, chart. For example, I will create a one bar graph here. See, in Excel file you can find data, and immediately in next sheet you can create a visualization. That is a normal way. We discussed about the in-memory engine, right? This one, this in-memory engine, nothing but we already loaded a data, sample sales data. It holds the data until next refresh. It will hold the data. It won't change. Nothing will change in the data. If we automate that refresh, it will update time to time data. That is called as a in-memory engine. In simple words, it holds the data. We can create a visualization. In dimension, here you can, like in initial days we get confused, like what is the dimension and what is the measure. I will cover those concepts in the further sessions. And here I want to show data city wise, sales. It will give the sum, whatever the mathematical functions these are. Sales data. See, you are seeing this formula, right? Sum of sales. Here you can create a name for that, sales. This will give you the sales and city. That means below whatever you are seeing, those values are from city, and above sales, map length and height is the sales wise data. Okay, we can beautify something here. Based on the dimension, each country has a separate color. Based on the country color, you can identify the number, and I want to see the value in the top of that bars. Right, you can able to see the values. Yeah, this is a sample visualization. Yeah, here you can take a time and deep dive into this. I'll go with the overview. Wait a second. Yeah, here you can take a pause and you can try to spend 1 or 2 hours with these components, whatever I showed in this session. You can drag this sample data, and you can create a sample application here. In this sample application, majorly you concentrate on the components whatever we have, data load editor for the backend script, and data model viewer for the seeing the data model in front end for the visualization purpose. Thank you.